Chapter 17 Reason How the Offspring Began. I asked Abu Abdullah about the beginning of the offspring from Adam, how did this come about? And about the offspring from the offspring of Adam, second generation, for there are people who are saying, Allah the High revealed unto Adam that he should get his daughters to be married to his sons, and that the people, all of them, their origin is from brothers and sisters. So Abu Abdullah said, glorified is Allah, higher than that, higher, greater. The one who said this is saying that Allah majestic and mighty created the elite of his creatures, and the ones beloved to him, and his prophets, and his Rasuls, and the believing men, and the believing women, and the Muslim men, and the Muslim women unlawfully, and did not have the ability to create them lawfully, and he has taken the covenant upon the lawful, and the purified, and the good. And Allah has, even, informed some of the animals that it should keep away from its sister. So when it descends upon it and when it find out that it is its sister, grabs it by its teeth until it cuts it, so it falls down dead. Zurara said, I asked him about the creation of Hawa and said to him that some people among us are saying that Allah mighty and majestic created Hawa from far right rib of Adam. He said, glorified is Allah, higher than that, higher, greater. Is he saying, the one who is saying this, that Allah blessed and high did not have the power to create for Adam, his wife is from other than his rib, and made a way for the speakers from the slanderous people, to be saying that Adam had married some of his part children to each other. Since they were from his rib, what is the difference in the judgment of Allah for them, between us and them? Then he said, when Allah blessed and high created Adam from the clay and commanded the angels, so they prostrated to him. Then dormancy was cast over him, Adam. Then a creation was begun for him, Hawa. Then she was made to be in the place of the waist which was between his hips, and it is due to that the women act in accordance to the men. So she started turning and moving by his side. So he paid attention to her movement. So when he noticed it, there was a call telling her to move away from him. So when he looked at her, he looked at a beautiful creature, resembling him in image, except that she was a female. So he spoke to her, and she spoke to him as in his language. So he said to her, who are you? So she said, a creature. Allah created me just as you see. So Adam said during that, O Lord, who is this beautiful creature which has drawn my affection, and the looking at her? So Allah said, this is my maid Hawa. Would you like her to be with you, so she would be affectionate to you, and converse with you, and obey your orders? He said, yes, O Lord. To you, due to that, is the praise, and the thanks, for as long as I remain. So Allah blessed and high said, so address her, for marriage to me for she is my maid, and she is correct as well for the desire. And Allah cast desire over him, and before that had taught him the recognition. So he said, so I hereby address her, for marriage, to you, so what is your satisfaction for that? So he said, my satisfaction is that you should teach her the features of my religion. So he said, such would be case for you, O Lord, if you so desire that. He said, I do desire that, and have hereby married her to you, and combined her to you. So he said, come to me. So she said, but you come to me. So Almighty and Majestic commanded Adam that he should arise to go to her, so he stood. And had it not been for that, the women would have gone to the men until they addressed them to themselves. So this is the story of Hawa. Abu Abdullah was asked about the beginning of the offspring from Adam, how was it, and about the beginning of the offspring from the offspring of Adam, for there are people among us who are saying that Almighty and Majestic revealed unto Adam to get his daughters to be married to his sons, and that this people today, all of them, their origin is from the brothers and the sister. So Abu Abdullah said, Allah is higher than that, higher, greater. The one who said this is saying that Allah majestic and mighty created the elite of his creatures, and the ones beloved to him, and his prophets, and his Rasuls, and the believing men, and the believing women, and the Muslim men, and the Muslim women unlawfully, and did not have the ability to create them lawfully, and he has taken the covenant upon the lawful, and the purified, and the good. And Allah has, even, informed some of the animals that it should keep away from its sister. So when it descends upon it and when it find out that it is its sister, grabs it by its teeth until it cuts it, so it falls down dead. And it also dislikes copulating with its mother and it acts in the same way. So how can the human being do this, forgetting his preference and his knowledge? But, a generation from these people which you are seeing have turned away from the knowledge of the household of their prophets and took from where they had not been ordered to take it from, thus they became what you have been seeing, from the straying and the ignorance with the knowledge. How it was with the things in the past, from the beginning of the creation of Allah what He created, and this is what it will be happening, forever. Then he said, Woe be upon them. Where are they? Blind from what the jurist of the people of Al-Hijaz and the jurists of the people of Al-Iraq are not differing in, that Almighty and Majestic commanded the pen, so it flowed upon the guarded tablet with writing, what would be happening up to the day of judgment, 2,000 years before the creation of Adam, and the Allah wrote all of this, with regards to what the pen flowed, and in all of this is the prohibition of the sisters upon the brothers, along with whatever else was prohibited. And this, we have seen from it in these 4 books, in this world, the Torah, and the Evangel, and the Psalms, and the Furqan, Quran. Allah revealed these from the guarded tablet unto his Rasuls, all of them. From these, the Torah was upon Musa, and the Psalm was upon Dawood, and the Evangel was upon Isa, and the Quran was upon Muhammad, and there is no permission in these books, for anything from that marriage between brothers and sisters. Truth is what I am saying. He is not intending, the one who is saying this and what resembles it, except to strengthen the argument of the Magians. So what is the matter with them? May Allah kill them. Then he established in narrating to us, how the offspring of Adam began, and how the offspring began from his offspring. So he said, there were born unto Adam 70 pregnancies, of Hawa, in each pregnancy was a slave and a maid, boy and a girl, up to the killing of Habil. So when Qabil killed Habil, Adam was aggrieved upon Habil with such grief that he cut off from the women. So he remained not copulating with Hawa for 500 years. Then his grief which was with him subsided, so he copulated with Hawa, and Allah granted to him, one thing, and there was no second along with it, single birth, not twins. And the name of Shiz was Hibtala, and he was the first one who was bequeathed to, from the human beings, in the earth. Then there was born unto him Japheth, not having a second with him. So when they became aware, adults, Almighty and Majestic intended that their offspring to reach what you are seeing, and since the pen had flowed from prohibiting what Almighty and Majestic had prohibited, from the sisters upon the brothers, after some time, on the day of Thursday, caused a houri to descend from the paradise, her name being Nazalat. So, Almighty and Majestic commanded Adam that he should get her married to Shiz. So he got her to be married to him. Then, after some time, a houri descended from the paradise, her name being Manzalat. So Allah the High commanded Adam that he should get her to be married to Japheth, so he got her to be married to him. A boy was born unto Shiz, and a girl was born unto Japheth. So Almighty and Majestic commanded Adam, when they attained awareness, adults, to get the daughter of Japheth to be married to the son of Shiz. So he did it. Thus the elites from the prophets and the Rasuls were born